Hello, how's it going? It's just after 1 o'clock, and today is Wednesday. I'm going to have some special guests from the Sanctuary Gym here on KHEA Radio. There was an announcement that was made this week about the phases and opening and getting out of this quarantine that we have currently been in. And an important part of everybody's life, or at least should be, is staying healthy. A part of staying healthy, I feel, is exercise. That's something that I have been practicing for most of my adult life. Up until recently, I've been in quarantine, just snacking and eating food that is not Dr. Chapa approved. So we're going to be talking to Jonathan and Cassidy with the Sanctuary Gym. I've been wanting to talk to some people that have, dedicated their life to fitness, and people that are now dealing with the repercussions of the coronavirus. Part of that is it's a hit to our economy, and they're not able to run their business. So I want to see what their thoughts are on everything that's going on. I'm going to kick us on the FM. I'm going to get them introduced. Let me know where you're watching from. If you're watching this on Facebook, or you're going back and listening to this on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, that's cool too. Send me a text, 346-704-1806. Good morning. It's not even the morning anymore. It's 1:07. This is KHEA Radio, 99.5 FM. This is Kickstart. My name is Gardy. I'm excited because I'm going to be talking to Jonathan and Cassidy with the Sanctuary Gym. They're located in Friendswood. I've went and worked out there before. To be honest, I've thrown up there before whenever it comes to try to work out and stuff. But they're great people. I'm going to get them introduced, and we're going to find out what life looks like for them here in this quarantine season. What's up, guys? How are y'all doing today?
Artie, what's up, man?
Hey, so what have y'all been up to? Because there has been no action as far as customers coming into the sanctuary. Kind of fill us in, I guess, where is the Sanctuary Gym located? How long have y'all been open? And how has this affected you and your livelihood?
All right, so what's up, guys? Jonathan and Cassidy here. Man, we are located in Friendswood, in the heart of Friendswood at 518 and 528, right across the street from 24 Hour Fitness. And it's been rough, to say the least. I mean, when this hit, we didn't think that, I'm sure, like with everybody else, we didn't think that this was going to affect us, because we are a 20,000 square foot gym. We have right around 800 members. So it wasn't like we had this giant rush and have thousands of traffic through the gym. So we thought that whenever they closed down the gyms, that it was going to be more or less the giant commercial gyms and people that have thousands of traffic going through there throughout the day. We actually have a good handle on people coming in and out. We have the ability to clean more. We have the ability to have a much tighter facility as opposed to maybe a giant corporate gym. And so we thought that it wouldn't affect us, and it did. The governor came out mid-March and basically slammed us and said that we weren't essential enough to stay open, and we've been closed for going on. By the time we are allowed to go back on, we will have been closed for 2 months.
Wow.
There's no business that's self-sustainable unless you do some sort of unless you have some sort of other programs that you can offer, and we can't open. So therefore, it's been trying, to say the least. I mean, it's cost us thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars and members. And, it's when this happened, it was like a trickle effect. First it hit, the airline industry and the travel industry. And then because the airline industry couldn't travel, then there was no oil and gas got hit. Everybody's been hit and everybody's been affected in their own small little way. So when you think that it's affecting certain industries, it's not. It's affecting everybody. And it's been very difficult. I mean, the food and service industry alone, too. I mean, it's affected everybody.
Yeah. What has it done? Have people been reaching out to you being like, hey, I'm going to freeze my account, or I still want to support you during this time? Has it been a little bit of both, or how does that work?
Yes. So we've experienced a lot of different situations, and people are in different situations in their personal, spaces. So some people have lost their jobs and needed to cancel. And we've actually had quite a few people reach out and say, hey, don't freeze my account. So in April, we really didn't have a choice. The mayor came in and didn't notify, the governor didn't come in and notify us until it was really too late. The way our billing system is set up, we have to submit a billing file, and our billing file went through in April. without us being able to stop it because the mayor came in the day before our billing file processed with banks and credit cards. And so there were some people that were, a little bit upset and just didn't understand why they were being billed if the gym wasn't going to open, but it was really not something that we could stop. We contacted our processing company, and it was they had already processed it to the banks and credit cards, and so once it's in that process, I guess they can't retract it.
Yeah.
Now for May, we aren't going to bill people clearly because we can't open, and we don't know when that's going to happen. And so for our business, and what we've decided to do is we'll just be prorating once the governor, allows our business to open. And I don't know what everyone else is doing, but there's a lot of people that got upset with businesses that are on an automated billing system, and we just weren't given enough notice by the governor, unfortunately, because this coronavirus has been so fluid and moving so fast, and day to day, the data was just so far behind that they just didn't have time to notify us, and they tried to wait and see, and I think they were really trying to see if they could keep everyone open, and ultimately they couldn't. And so that was our situation. We've been dealing with it case and handling it the best way that we can, but we are trying to treat each situation with the best grace and understanding as we can, because everyone's situation again is different. Some people have lost their jobs.
Yeah. Is there a way that y'all could be open right now, in your opinion, safely be open to sanitize and make it in an environment where people are comfortable to come in?
Absolutely. If they deem that movie theaters, liquor stores, that people can go out to the grocery stores and things and be safe about it, there are absolutely 100% ways for us to monitor and properly be safe, just as safe about opening our doors and spraying things down. If people needed to wear face masks, minimizing how many people at a time, even if they allowed gyms to personal train, private personal training studios to one-on-one train their clients. When we're training, we can train our clients one-on-one without touching them, even if we needed to stay 6 feet apart, and just directing them and then wiping things down as they move on to next exercises. So there's certainly steps that we could take to manage this, and it was very disheartening whenever it feels like the government just with our industry, they just overlooked us and didn't give us the opportunity that they're giving other small businesses the opportunity to do. So yeah, I do think there are.
I think from our perspective, the hardest part of all of this is they didn't even give us a chance. It was like, everyone else got the opportunity to either stay open or do it to go, or just do multiple different things. And with us, it was just, bam, you guys are done. And, they didn't even give us a chance or the opportunity to be able to save our business. And, and we understand and we realize that this is hard for everybody. And this is especially hard for, people that depend on, there's no business that can survive and be closed. Everybody has to have customers, everybody has to have traffic, and ours is a monthly membership thing. So if you're not allowed to use the facility, what are you supposed to do?
Yeah, I saw a post I think that you had shared talking about it was behind the scenes. Like it was even I don't know if it was 24-hour fitness. It was one of the big chains just mentioning that they were potentially going to consider their options, and one of those options is filing for bankruptcy.
Yeah, 24-hour fitness. When you think that on a global or nationwide stance, 24-hour fitness is considered the very real possibility of filing for bankruptcy. But even then, if you can even look at the airline companies had to have $50 billion from the United States government to come in to save them. Mm-hmm. So the airline industry is not above being, thrown in the wind. Who else? I mean, we're just a small business. So yeah, 24-hour. I even read some articles saying that if they aren't allowed to open May 1st, and there's a serious thoughts into filing for bankruptcy and closing
Wow.
480 nationwide. So
Yeah.
it's hard, it's rough. I mean, we're just burning through cash. I mean, and some of us, like, the gym industry, it's like anything else. It takes years and years and years to build your business, and the blink of an eye, it can go crashing down. And so, whereas we had a slow, steady, stream in like a marathon race going up, it's like, the marathon runner just fell and broke his leg. Now he can't run anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And it's hard to say the least. You don't really know what to expect or what to do. Luckily for us, our landlord has been, we've been in contact with him, and he's been gracious enough to work with us. And some people aren't so fortunate, and he's been pretty fortunate with us.
Yeah. So here was a comment, and this is from, I think it said Vanessa. She said, and they are still open, talking about some of these industries that had to get bailout money and stimulus money to help pay their employees and just keep the expenses going. And they're the ones that are allowed to be open. Then there's companies and businesses that, hey, they're forced to close. Man, so it's a tough situation. But there was another comment that I wanted to mention as well. Actually, this one was from Vanessa as well. She said exercise is one of the key factors for mental health. Have y'all heard any feedback from people as far as that goes?
Yes. So I actually started a petition through change.org. And the really cool thing, I really want to get on there and read the comments, because whenever people sign the petition, they're able to leave a comment as to why they're signing the petition and why they feel like it is important to make gyms essential and reopen the gyms as soon as possible. The comments literally were so inspiring, and they almost brought tears to my eyes. Some of the comments was really neat. So we got to see a lot of feedback from people that aren't even members of our gym, from all over the country. I think mostly from Texas, but a lot of really cool comments. So it was neat to read those comments and see how people feel that the gym is really important. It's their, it takes away their anxiety. It's for their mental health, their physical health. We provide more at the sanctuary than just physical fitness. There's a lot of mental fitness that's happening there, a lot of soul searching, and there's a lot of relationships built in that gym that are way beyond just gym, just working out, lifting weights. It's a lot more than that at our facility.
Mm-hmm. One thing I wanted to bring up was the cool renovation of the windows. Is it John Slice? I know I've had him on KHEA talking about his truck before in the past, but he works out with you guys, and that dude has gone through a really cool journey to get to where he is, and he's jacked now. And he was like, yeah, I work out at the Sanctuary Gym, and he has this really cool vibe about him. But he does this glass work, and y'all had done, it looks cool. I hadn't seen it in person, but that was a renovation not too long ago. What did y'all do?
So the end of last year is when we started the construction. The way that the gym is built, the gym is 20,000 square foot behind Gina's, RX Body FX, there's CF Foster, there's Smoothie Depot. There's a bunch of businesses that are located in the front of our building. Well, the way that our building is built, our building was added on behind those. So majority of the traffic that comes through Friendswood or that goes by the gym, they just think that our building is the size of our very front entrance, which is probably about maybe 20 foot wide. So people kind of overlook us because they feel like when you drive by, we're kind of hidden in the back. So, we got with the owner and got with some contractors and said, okay, let's see what we can do to get some more visibility. And so the middle of December, we decided to tear out the wall and install some windows, 8-foot tall windows by 3 feet wide, about 170 feet long. So the entire back wall has been converted from just regular walls to storefront windows. And it has been fantastic because, now most of the traffic that drives by, they didn't even know that it was a gym. They just assumed that the back of our building was the back of Gina's and all the buildings in the front. So it's been great.
And so that was John and also Brian Regan with East Texas Construction.
Yeah.
So Johnson, Glass and Mirror, and East Texas Construction were the two contractors that worked on
Yeah, they did
that
a
project
fantastic job.
Yeah, it's awesome. It looks good. And from what I've seen, it looks like a lot of daylight's able to come in. It just opened it up, just
Yeah,
a little renovation. I mean, it's a big renovation, but it looks like it made a lot of difference.
Well, that road back there is basically one of the entrances into HEB. So there's a lot of traffic, driving traffic back there. So I think it made that drive look better on the way to HEB because it was just a metal building. So yeah, we're happy with it. It turned out really great.
Yeah, cool. So before we went on to the FM and everything, we were talking a little bit about the about Zoom classes and everything. Is that something that is a possibility?
So we've been doing that. We've actually been doing Zoom classes at noon and 6 every day since we closed our doors. And they've gone really well. So we provide that for all of our members. And the classes it's been tough. It's kept us working out for sure. So I'll work out with our Zoom members, usually at the noon class, and then Jonathan will do the 6 p.m. class with all of our members. And one of us is actually coaching them as they are working out on screen, while the other one is actually exhibiting and participating in the class. So it's been really fun. It's been a good way to keep us working out and active. We actually do this in this little area behind us right here. And we actually will probably be opening that up to the public for the next couple weeks, starting May 1st, because we aren't going to be charging our members until we are able to reopen again. So because we're not charging a fee, we'll probably open that up to the public.
Okay.
So if you want to jump in on that, come get you some.
That's awesome. Hey, so we were having some issues with Facebook, but we're still recording and we're still on the FM. Is there anything else that we haven't talked about that y'all wanted to touch on?
No.
I just kind of want to offer some words of encouragement. This has been a difficult time for everybody, and even people like myself who've been involved in health and fitness and some form of athletics my entire life. When this first happened, man, there was some extreme sadness that came over me. Mm-hmm. And it was, whenever you got on social media or you talked to anybody, there was so much negativity and misinformation and so many people's opinions and conspiracy theories, and he said this and it's not this. And I just want to encourage you that people like myself have struggles too. And the first couple of weeks, I'm not going to lie, I was in a really good routine before this started. And I sat down at home and literally ate pizza every single day and ice cream and cookies. And I was extremely sad, and it was very difficult to process that the freedom and the world that the country, the state, the city that we love and that we live in is actually going through something that's never happened before in any of our lifetimes. And so I just wanted to encourage you, and this is only something that's going to last for a short while. And that even though it might only last for a while, there's a lot of things that there's been a lot of soul searching that you could have done, and reading books and riding bikes and just being appreciative. The most important thing that I've learned from this is to take a step back from the life that you have and be appreciative of the things that you do have, your loved ones, your friends, your family. We get so caught up in times and thinking about, the future and what we don't have and what we want, that it's been difficult for people to really step back and say, okay, I'm in the now and what's happening now. So I just wanted to encourage each and every person that's out there that this is not going to be forever, and hopefully this will be ending sooner rather than later.
I agree. I was on a pretty decent fitness routine, at least for myself, and I was like, hey, 2020, it's my summer. I'm going to be living it up. Life is going to be good. And then being locked outside of a gym, just eating, my kids' leftovers plus my food, everything's out of a can. Hey, yeah. Reality came really quick, and I don't know what to do, to where even to go from here. Is it worth meal prepping? My family's not going to eat it. It's just a whole weird situation. So, man, I don't know what to do.
Yeah, it's so simple to get out of your routine. Sometimes it can take months and even years to get into a routine. That the moment you start to slack off one day, that one day turns into like a snowball effect. One day turns into 2 days, 2 days turns into 7 days, 7 days turns into 2 weeks. Here we are 2 months in.
And I also want to encourage everyone to really go out and support the small businesses that are able to open right now, because they are struggling. Obviously, everyone knows that, but genuinely seek out the smaller businesses, smaller mom and pop restaurants, and things that you can go order from whenever you are considering going and spending money or getting out a little bit now that they're allowing that. And I think it would be really cool. I'm gonna post on you guys' Facebook the link to the petition that we started to try to get gyms open sooner.
Okay.
So if you feel compelled, then go sign that. But also, I think if you guys take a minute, just like read through some of the comments of the people that are signing the petition. I think it's really cool to see what the things that they're saying about why they're signing it and what the gym means to them. So anyone that signs it, I believe you guys can go read through the comments of why others signed the petition. So it's kind of inspiring to see that other people feel the same as you about their fitness and about why they want the gym open. We feel the same, of course, and we love seeing the comments that people are posting. And right now, do what you can at home. Join our Zoom class. We'll be sharing that in the next couple of days. Get outside. We bought some bikes. We go bike riding, which has been kind of nice on a bunch of trails. So
awesome.
Yeah,
that sounds good. Hey, thank you all so much for hanging out today. And there was an issues on Facebook, and so it kind of cut off a bit of the end, but we'll be able to capture all the video and we'll post it on YouTube and make sure that y'all get a link to that as well. But I appreciate you guys coming on. Yeah, and share that link and petition on our Facebook page.
Yeah, I'm going there right now. I'll post that.
All right. Hey, y'all have a good day. I got to sneak out into this meeting. That's right. Yeah.
Appreciate you guys.
Have a great day.
Y'all too. This is KHEA Radio, 99.5 FM. Y'all still there?
Yeah, we're here. Yeah.